It's Earth Day today, and we are amidst the worst global pandemic ever. 140 million people fell ill, and 3 million people lost their lives. Probably we all know someone personally who would fall in this list. So, do we need a bigger cause to rethink how we are living on this earth and rather work towards living and growing well with the earth? Hi, I'm Sai, and today we're going to talk about being a little eco friendly on Earth Day. And yes, eco friendliness seems to be some kind of a trend nowadays. And yes, when it's trendy, probably many people will follow it. But I want to give you an example that will make you understand this concept better. As a child, you are like studying, working hard, earning money to fulfill that one dream image that you created for yourself that you want to achieve. Maybe like you want a kind of a house, you want kind of a car, and some materialistic possessions, probably. I want you to relook at that image and ask yourself, where is that house? Where are you driving that car? And how are you as a person while you're exhibiting these possessions? Yes, you are on earth, and these things are on earth, and you have to breathe and live on earth. Have you thought about the future of earth? Probably no. So it's now or never situation. So here are some things that you can do, probably to retrace a bit of the damage, or on in the bigger terms, not do any further damage to our dear earth. So, the first point that I have to mention here is reduce meat consumption. Okay, I am a meat consumer, but you can make a space for including more vegetarian days, if possible, even vegan days in your week. You will be surprised. You can actually Google how much of water and energy is saved because a lot of this is used in the meat industry. Second one that is more closer to my heart is get a house plant. Ideally, I would say plant a tree. But if you can't do the bigger things, start with small things. And if you remember, you studied in school, plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. And we as human beings need oxygen. And earth also needs oxygen. That's good. So plant a tree. If not, get a house plant. Start with one plant. Better still, if you have enough space, you can grow some vegetables too. So you are not doing any kind of purchasing. So you are also saving a lot of your carbon footprint. Third one, invest in renewable energy. And what I mean is probably solar panels, install them so that you are saving not only on your money, but it is also very, very eco-friendly. Additionally, get a car which also can run on electricity. So you have a solar panel which is charging your car. To the fourth point, here in countries like India, where there is so much of rain in one season and you have a shortage of water in the other, why not invest in rainwater harvesting? Yes, it's an investment, but the returns are very good. And probably imagine a time when whenever you open the tap, there is water coming in. But yeah, you need to save that. Don't waste water. The fifth one, source local and eat local. So the best part is when you're buying something that is local, you are not encouraging imports of things coming from far off places. So automatically there's a reduce of your carbon footprint. Secondly, it is good for your health because you're eating those products that are grown in the same environment that you're living. The sixth one, whenever you step out of home, always carry reusable things, whether it's your shopping bag or you have things like cutlery, plates, and even straws for that matter, and you get reusable mugs like these. Imagine how much of garbage you will be saving. And the most important thing is carry your water. Point 7. Stop buying fast fashion. Fast fashion, the term is that you're going to use this product only for a limited period and then dispose it. When you're saying dispose it, do you think it just like magically disappears from the face of earth? No, it's all getting dumped somewhere. So do not encourage fast fashion. On the contrary, buy good quality products. On the other hand, you might say, I don't have that kind of money. So simple, buy products which are on second hand. The good branded products also are sold second hand nowadays. Go for it. When we can live in second hand houses, why not second hand clothes and furniture and other things? The eighth point, where we are using these hygiene products like your tampons or your pads, invest in a menstrual cup. It makes lot of difference and reduces so much of garbage. Even nowadays you get earbuds which are washable. So when you talk about razors, don't use that disposable plastic ones. Use a metal one which only the blade you need to change. So these are the kind of changes that you can do, and it is possible now. Such products are available for you. So be conscious about what you're getting into your household. The ninth one, totally refuse one time use products. They are really the main cause of all the garbage. Additionally, one time serving products, like you have these packaged food which you can just eat and then throw the, please avoid buying such products. You are just adding to the garbage. 10. Something that you won't realize, but you should reduce your screen time. Why? Because every time your screen is on, you're using up energy, which is very short right now on earth. Secondly, also in your system, your computers, you're storing lot of files. If those files are really of no use, please delete them immediately as and when, because every time you start your system is actually reading through all that information. When it is doing that, it is using so much of your energy. Okay, you might say, but I put it on the cloud. The cloud is also supported by a lot of machines which are running on energy. So please save your share of energy wastage by deleting unwanted files as and when. The 11th point, reuse, renew, and you can also say reduce, but I'll add two more things, repurpose and totally refuse. Okay, I want to share a small joke. In India, we suppose a person buys a shirt, take a t-shirt. First it's the outerwear, after some days it becomes your home wear, and after some time it wears down further, it becomes your night wear. And after the nightwear, it is really not in a good shape to be worn. It is worn on a festival called Holi, which is the festival of colors. So it's going to get messed up. So it's totally gone now. It cannot be worn. So what it is used for is as a mop in the house. It's used as a mop till it is in total shreds. Only then it was thrown. But today, you get the t-shirt today. Maybe after a month, you're like tired of it. You want to throw it. Where are you throwing it? Nowhere, it is still on earth. Rather, you can resell it on FB Marketplace, or you can just donate it to somebody. Probably it will help clothe somebody else. The 12th point, whenever you buy a product, please check the packaging. Ideally, the products that you get in these supermarkets have so much of packaging which is total waste. So what you can do is choose products which have lesser packaging or recyclable packaging or reusable. Like if you have a choice to buy peanut butter in a plastic container versus a glass bottle, choose the glass bottle. You can use it at home to store something, or else it can be recycled. So make those conscious choices. The 13th point, segregate your waste. Yes, this is something that I was fighting for when I was back in India with my society people. But I'm glad it is done very, very seriously here in Switzerland, where you have the organic waste separate. You can either throw it or you can put it in your compost and make manure for your garden. Then you have the paper, the metal, the plastic, the tin, even the cells or electronic things, everything has a place to be thrown. So make that effort, empty that plastic recyclable bottle in the right way before disposing it. Remember, you're doing this for your future generations. When you're outside, having a picnic with friends, always collect your trash and dispose it well. The 14th point, use natural products, or rather, you can always get a DIY for making that product, like you can do a DIY house cleaning products. Okay, there are a lot of information that is available. You can ask, even check with friends how they're doing it. And as for cosmetics, also, there is a scope to buy products which are eco friendly, naturally made. And coming to the last point, 15th, is wash less. Ideally, the way we are living today, we really don't need to wash clothes every day. Okay, like unless they're like totally, sweated out and completely with dirt, yes, you have to wash them. Wash when it is required. Wash when your machine is up to the capacity, not half or not like two, three clothes. Even when it comes to utensils, we have dishwashers now, but use only when it is completely full. Why not wash some clothes, some dishes with your hands sometimes? And even when it comes to machines like vacuum, try brooming sometimes. It's a good exercise. So these are few of the things that I have mentioned, but it is up to you what you start off it or what you want to do. So start with simpler things. And what I wish to say is you have come to know that plastic is not good. You have a plastic comb and you immediately throw it away and you get a one which is made of wood. The idea is use what you have till it is possible. Only then step out and buy what is natural, what is good, and which is sustainable. The first sign of being sustainable is first use up whatever you have, and only then take the right decision what you're going to do next, because your every decision is shaping the future of you and the earth.